So hello everyone, welcome to my live reaction and kind of analysation of the new ending of Darling in France, episode 13 here. There's no new opening like you see right at the beginning there, unfortunately. But it's an ending, and I kind of call it the Jian, the Little Mermaid. It's very much the Little Mermaid, right? So I watched it quickly again and see it again here. But yeah, so let's start watching it. I'm going to talk a little bit about what happens, right? It's quite interesting, even though it's... I think it has much to do with... yes, first now we see here, right? I'm going to pause as well. We see... first we see this kind of... Obviously this is Zerotwo, you know, it's a horn, right? It's red, and she has a bird. It's a very Jian bird, right? But she has two wings though, but I think still it's back to the old Jian bird thing. And she's gonna sacrifice her wings here, right? She falls in love with the man. He's in blue. Notice how this guy is in blue. So this is very similar to, of course, Hiro transforming into the blue clusters, right? She is still red, so you know it's very, very much obviously Zerotwo and that Hiro. I still say I don't know much that happened to the storyline, but you know, yeah. And the next thing here, this is very much Little Mermaid, right? So that this witch here, like Ursula, she takes her wings, you see the red blood coming there, right? And this is to make her be a human after the mermaid, you know, using her mermaid tail or the lower body fishman to turn into a woman, right? And then of course she's gonna fall in love with the man and so on. So it's very much similar. Yeah, this is feels like the Jian bird a little bit, but it's basically Little Mermaid, right? That's kind of how I see the ending. It's just Little Mermaid. The rest of the thing is pretty similar. After this scene, she goes into the other thing where she's like, falls in love with him, right? Has her wings, turn into form. Yeah. So the next scene here, the next scene is just, you know, charming the blue man, right? They get married. Not that they are blue now, like Hero's color. And interesting enough, the next image after they get married, she does have the wings like a peak a bit away. Somewhat interesting, I suppose. But of course, after this, she's gonna transform, right? As with yeah, and then we got this scene, right? So after they get married with this scene, this is very similar to, of course, the whole storyline going on right now in Darling in France, where Zerotwo is transforming back into her feral state, back into her demonic form. You see it's very the ending, right? The bird lady transforming back into a demon, right? The witch curse, whatever she had to pay, is not coming back to that. And of course, she is devastated. And then next, she's gonna leave her man, right? So it's very much like, you know, set it free if you love it. Yeah, and then she's, yeah, and of course, this scene here, she's first trying to kill her husband, right? The prince she married, yeah, she's like, oh, I have to kill him, you know, very much like Zerotwo, right? She has to devour him. I can't control myself, the demon inside of me is coming out. But she's gonna fight it, right, and leave him instead. Here we go, yeah, and she leaves him and escape, yeah. So if you love it, set it free. So, yeah, the ending here is absurdly much like Little Mermaid. Very much so, right? She sacrifices her, let's call it the hybrid form, her half human, you know, to become a full human with a witch. That lady has a curse on her, there's a kind of price on it. Yeah, and then of course she has this prince she marries, yeah, gets a bad thing, but she's still cursed, so has to someday repay that, repay what she did, right? But anyway, yeah, that's kind of my analysis of this ending. I mean, it's super short ending, it's very up to the point, right? It's definitely the Little Mermaid, very much so. The classic storyline there, especially because it's a typical witch too, like Ursula, yeah, in the ending there. No, what does it have to do with Darling in France though? I think it's very clear that of course she is red, the prince is blue, so that Hiro, as I mentioned, and so on. But otherwise though, it doesn't feel like the storyline is overly much done. I mean, yes, of course, like Zerotwo has, of course, shredded her demonic form, right, turned into a human. So it has the same kind of storyline there with, you know, her selling something to become a human, and then of course, you know, trying to charm this man, and then trying to devour him. So it's kind of like that, but it's not anything new, I suppose. What I would say here, except that she looks like she's gonna try to leave him. But given how the episode ended, I guess not, right? I guess actually he's trying to fight it. But you know, I think it's a pretty cute ending. It kind of summarizes a little bit of Zerotwo's personality, and also kind of gives a typical fairy tale, and the whole, you know, bird thing gives us a very much the Jian bird as well there. But yeah, not a very super ingenious ending. We can really analyze it. Be like, yeah, this scene here means this thing. But I think it's a cute little fairy tale version of what we're seeing right now, right? So I hope that's the Analysation of ending, and I'll see you guys next week.